Another round from the monsoon hit southern Nevada. The storms bringing heavy rains across the valley. And check out these videos. This is from Spring Mountain and Desert Inn right near our station. And you can see all the rain coming down hard at Arville and Spring Mountain. I took this video tonight of these strong showers. The downpour also felt at Lone Mountain and the 215, and the storms kept pouring rain until around 9 o'clock this evening. And our first alert weather team coverage continues right now. Let's check in with meteorologist Gina Cancellations, and we got quite a soaking tonight.
We did. Pockets of rain were heavy at times, and because of that, a flood advisory remains in effect for the area highlighted in a green sort of pentagon shape. This goes into effect, it went into effect and stays into effect until 11:30 tonight for low-lying areas getting flooded and for poor drainage areas also getting flooded. So if you see ponding on the roadways, find another way around it. It's all because of the storms that moved through not that long ago. They started off from the north, pushed down to the south. Here you can see all the lightning associated with it as well. So we had lightning, we had thunder, we also had rain totals around a half an inch in some neighborhoods, including Summerlin. That was one of the neighborhoods that did pick up a good dosing of rain as the storm moved through. Now everything's starting to slow down, settle down, and here's a live look right now from our Mandalay Bay camera. Everything is sort of drying up, but some of the roads do remain flooded. Be aware as you head through the night tonight driving around. So here's your forecast planner as we move through the 11 o'clock hour. 87 degrees at this time. I do have your full 7-day forecast coming up in just a little bit. Tricia?
Gina, thank you. And on to some more storm coverage right now. The monsoon continues to hit the valley, bringing heavier rain, lightning and wind, and a flash flood warning has now been issued for part of eastern Clark and western Mojave County until midnight, so about another hour. It has been a very busy weather week, and anchor Abel Garcia spoke to many who have been impacted by this storm. He joins us now live tonight from Sahara and Eastern. Hi, Abel.
Hey Tricia, how's it going? We just continue to follow these monsoon storms that have just been hitting our valley. And of course, with these monsoons, there are always consequences. I mean, just take a look right behind me. You can see some of these trees right here near this apartment complex completely knocked down from their place. Now, of course, we're still figuring out, but if you put some heavy rains along with some winds, you can definitely get this happening right now. So right here on the corner of Karen and on Arctic, they have completely blocked it off. Now, that's just one of many trees that we have seen fallen down. We see one way back there as well. And if you can take a look right behind me, there is another tree that is completely covering and blocking the road. And right now, law enforcement continues to block that off as they are unsure whether or not, as a result of these floods and these heavy rains, if there will be more trees falling down. But I spoke to some individuals today talking about the impact of these monsoons, and they say they've never seen so much rainfall in such a short amount of time. Monsoon is still in full swing.
It's been nuts. It's been a lot of like flooding, but semi-flooding, but you know, it's all rocks and stones here. What do you expect?
Tanya Coates has lived in the valley for 16 years. She says monsoons are no surprise to the valley. But after yesterday's storm, she says she has never seen so much water in such a short amount of time, going from triple digits to storms in just days.
It's been really hot, and the next minute you know it's raining, it's windy, and then there you go.
Several parts of the valley continue to get hit by these storms. A combination of heavy rain, lightning, and wind, and videos quickly surfacing on social media. Water even went into casinos, and cars flooded. Reggie Simmons moved here from the East Coast and is surprised to see this type of weather.
It's been the most rain I've seen in the last 2 years. Seeing flooding like this reminds me of stuff back east. I would never think I would see this much out here in Las Vegas.
Simmons says the most concerning part is driving in these conditions and not knowing how deep the water can be. He says if you are unsure, don't drive through, just turn around and find another route. And of course, as we continue to cover these monsoon storms, we just continue to see the impact throughout the entire valley. Again, we are here on the east side of town where we're just hearing from some of these residents who said on the other side of this apartment complex as well, one of these trees actually fell down inside one of those apartments too, right on top of it, causing some pretty significant damage. So again, of course, with these heavy winds and also these heavy rain flows, we want to make sure that everybody is taking precautions. Again, we want to show you guys just the impact of some of these heavy winds right now, knocking down these tree branches, completely covering the entire road. So if you are out and about driving right now, make sure you are taking those precautions. Of course, officials right now are saying there are tons of areas filled with water. If you are unsure of how deep that water is, make sure you do not risk it. Don't go through that path. Find an alternate route. Of course, we do not know how deep those floods are really right now and the dangers that can come along with it. I'm Abel Garcia reporting live from East Las Vegas.
Abel, thank you for the latest tonight. Clark County Regional Flood Control spent today cleaning out clogged drains after last night's heavy rains. The monsoon in the Las Vegas Valley brings, of course, heavy rain, extreme wind, and even hail at times. But they also leave this, and when the rain comes down, all that water picks up lots of trash and debris, and it all flows through several washes around town. The Regional Flood Control District says trash is being dumped in washes and canals, and when it rains, those items clog the drains.
Unfortunately, what happens is we will have items that end up in the wash, such as trash, such as shopping carts, such as bins or mattresses that are left by people. Those will actually clog the storm drains.
The Flood Control District says that they have done their part to create storm channels and drains to move the water away. And due to the weather, Sunset Station canceled a show tonight. The Jimmy Allen performance, which was set for this evening, was canceled out of an abundance of caution for the safety and security of guests.